And that's this place. This place is great. You can go left and right, and they're both pretty interesting. I think left is probably the harder one, so I'm just going to do that one first to get it out of the way. Our health is pretty good. And this is what I mean. You hear that sound? That's the sound of a clear skeleton on the other side of this wall. Somehow there was still one alive after we left, because they just keep spawning and they never stop. They just never stop at all. It's stupid, but oh well, that's just the way the game works. So there's a clear skeleton here as well, which is a little bit more rude in my opinion. And that guy's also a little bit more rude because he explodes, and I don't like explosions very much. But yeah, that clear skeleton is very good at sneaking up on you because it just stands right behind this corner over here. And pretty much regardless of where you're coming from, except if you like go around this angle over here, it will try and hit you. But fire takes care of everything in this game. What is playing the music? That's what's playing the music. I'm not actually sure, but that guy has the range of the gods, like I've said before. These guys will shoot you the moment they get the chance, and there is pretty much no exception to that rule. And this is a pretty good example of how true that is for a change. I don't always lie. This is one of those examples where I might actually be correct for a change. But just take care of the balls. There's one more guy alive there. And he's on a rooftop as well. I think there might be more actually, but that guy's seen us, and once someone's seen you, they start shooting quicker, which is unfortunate. Like I guess they go into some sort of alert mode or something, rather than just looking for you mode, and they just start shooting immediately. Whereas if they haven't seen you yet, then you can actually generally start shooting at them without them shooting back at you, and then they'll get stunned, and then you can take them out before they have a chance to shoot even once. I think there should be like screaming dudes over here. Well, that works too. Clear skeletons is always a good replacement for literally every enemy in the game. But I do feel like there should be headless kamikazes over here. I have a hunch. I have a feeling that there's going to be headless kamikazes in our midst. And there they are. Right on schedule. Unfortunately, I'm taking some unnecessary damage, because the clear skeletons are being pretty good at confusing me with their weird movement patterns today. They're doing some funky stuff, but that's okay. Whenever you stay far away from things, they generally don't hit you too much. Is that guy actually hiding behind the building? That's genius. Man, for a guy with no head, he has brains. That's amazing. Like, I saw you run over there, and then he stopped. Sneaky little bastard. Of course, there is a chance that he just ran all the way over there and just ran into me right now, but we'll see about that. We'll see about that pretty soon, I think. Because he should... What are you doing here, sir? Don't surprise me. I'm trying to look at a kamikaze who might be hiding over there. I don't see him. He might have just killed himself earlier. Never mind. Was briefly impressed by the intelligence of the AI, and then... No, it's gone. It's just completely gone. Oh well. You can't always win when it comes to the AI, and that means you can't even be surprised when they seem to be doing good when they're not. That's a sentence. I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna shoot that guy. There's also the damage power over there if you didn't see it, but I did kind of run right into it, so you probably saw it. Might as well pick this up because there's some health and armor waiting for us earlier on. And we have to touch 2 sacred stones here. One of which is that one. The other of which is in the other courtyard, so... We have touched this one, and of course this spawns a buttload of enemies all over the place. Because Serious Sam. And for the most part, you should be okay. This is just kind of a place where having health is nice. And of course you might say there's a lot of places where having health is nice, but this is one of those places where just having health makes it very hard to die here, because if you just take care of everything from a distance, then it shouldn't be too difficult to survive your way through this place. Because it's not like there's like really large armies of enemies over here. It's mostly just small groups. And for the most part, you can just run back and nothing will just hit you anyway. Pretty much nothing actually comes from behind you, which is nice. Unless they actually just run all the way around because they've gotten lost again or something. So, not much to worry about here. Just keep shooting things, and we can refill our health and armor when we get back to the start of this courtyard again, because There were some power-ups there, which I didn't pick up for that exact reason. But I'm just going to pick this up, so we won't have to worry about it. I think there's a backpack still in that building, but there's a backpack next to the health and armor as well. Man, that was a strange sound. It's like this sound played like twice in a row, I guess because there were 2 enemies there, and it just made it seem like it was a really, really long sound effect, and it was a bit uncomfortable, but that's fine. They're both dead now. Just like that one. I don't need to see you to shoot you. I know you're there. You made sounds. And that was your biggest mistake, really. Is he behind a tree? I can't actually see. Oh, no, he's coming. There's very few instances where these guys actually move from their starting position at all, but there's a couple. Very often they're just sort of hanging around on the floor, and then when they see you, they'll start running towards you. Well, walking, sort of. Waddling, maybe even. I would go with waddling for those guys. But for the most part, they just stand still on a certain location and you have to look for them. I actually find these guys a little bit easier to take care of just because they walk towards you. And you don't have to look at every tower and peek everywhere to figure out where they actually are. Wow, I actually hit that guy. Genuinely surprised by that one, actually. Oh my god, there's so many of you. That's a non-zoomed in shot. It might have missed, but I decided to take that risk anyway. There was no one there, huh? Someone there, though. He actually decided to hit the wall instead of me, which is kind of nice. But yeah, there's also some instances where those green dudes are just standing on top of a building and they try to walk towards you anyway. And then very often they just like fall off the building, and it just makes it even more confusing sometimes. Because you're like, I thought I saw a guy there, and then you just keep looking there and suddenly he's in your face. And that makes them a little bit more scary, I guess. For the most part, they're a lot easier to take care of than the ones that just stand still. Yeah, next courtyard. It looks very similar to the first courtyard. There's even like the same power-ups over there and everything. And if you walk around the corner, it starts spawning a whole bunch of stuff. Most of them just shoot each other, which is a bit of a strange strategy, but you know, these guys are pretty piggy. They don't know what they're doing. They're just shooting at things and hope for the best. Some of them don't even have heads. Most of them don't have heads. Except for these red guys, but they're not doing a very good job. But as you might expect, shooting them works quite well. I would recommend that strategy for these guys, to just shoot them for a while and then they fall over. And usually when they fall over, it means that they're dead. When they're bits like this, they're generally dead too. It's a good thing to keep in mind, because it might be confusing if you see like pieces of meat lying on the floor. Like, it might be alive. You never know. You don't know where it's been. Well, you do know where it's been because you shot it, but it might have left that place. Huh, that guy. So yeah, there's 2 secret areas in this courtyard. There's none in the other one. This place is a bit weird actually because, well, for reasons I'll explain in a minute, because there's enemies coming towards us. It's mostly because of that 1 health power-up, which is right next to me. And I'll pick it up in a minute. But first I'm just going to take care of these guys. Once again, just stay far away from things. Keep using sniper rifle bullets, because it's not like we're ever going to run out of those. There's a backpack at the start of this place. And most likely there's a backpack at the end of this place too. I don't even remember, to be perfectly honest, but I'm sure there is. Otherwise I probably wouldn't be using this. Otherwise that would just be a silly idea. But I'm sure it's fine. But yeah, strange thing. So if you pick up this thing, like I should actually just point to that window. Looks very slightly different to the other ones. And if you pick it up, it says Boxing Berry secret enabled, and it actually opens the window. Or sort of opens it. The thing is, you don't need to pick that thing up. Like, you can always just shoot it, and it'll always just work. But if you shoot it, window breaks, dude spawns, and Boxing Berry saves the day. Secret Boxing Berry is punched in the first round. Very nice. Very helpful. Boxing Berry can insta-kill these green guys. Even I am not that strong. Wish I was. Would make this game a lot easier, but sadly there's no instance of that ever happening. Until I get a cannon, but then it's not really me anymore. That's just a cannonball doing all the work. And another case of just trying to take care of all the green guys as quickly as possible. I'm kind of running low on sniper rifle ammo, but you know, there's some more here, so hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. To be perfectly honest, I'm just winging it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just shooting things. Oh, there's harpies. Oh, I'll shoot them with a sniper rifle. Oh, there's clear skeletons. Oh, I'll shoot them with a sniper rifle. There's a wall. I'll shoot it with a sniper rifle. Let's use a rocket for a change. Huh, they didn't move. That's why he survived. Oh, hey. Don't do that. Don't get so close to me. I don't like that. It startles me. It startles me in more ways you can possibly imagine. But yeah. Walk around the corners, picking up bullets, walk around more corners. Make people with chainsaws run towards you. Be scared. Shoot guy with chainsaw, no longer scared. Because he's just running into a wall for some reason. Not really sure what was going on there. He was having a crisis, but he took care of it. With my missiles. I helped him, you see. I'm helping all these people take care of their problems. That's what I'm doing. Music's playing. That guy's alive, I guess. And I guess that was enough for the game to decide it needed some battle music. And I'm hearing a red dude. Probably that one. He moved forward. Look weird. So second secret in this place is over here. Oh, not much far up. That's cool. I didn't know that. And if you shoot that wall, it opens up and seemingly there's nothing here, but you can shoot up. And there is a secret power-up which is revealed. And I will pick that one up after touching the second stone. And holding a sniper rifle in my hands. Look at my ammo, it's great. Oh, I didn't actually get sniper rifle ammo from that backpack. That's kind of unfortunate, but it doesn't matter. Sacred stone touched. That person's over there. There's a whole bunch of kamikazes, but that's okay because there's a secret power-up waiting for us here. And I'm not even going to shoot any of them right now. I'm just going to pick this up. And we're invulnerable. And now we can just shoot rockets at everything. Might as well pick this up and make our rockets ridiculous. Because now it'll hit everything in a 3-mile radius. Because double damage rocket launchers are basically the greatest thing. You pretty much need to shoot everything once and it'll work. The only thing that survives 2 shots of this thing are like the red biomechanoids. I think they need 2 rockets instead of 1. And there's a few other enemies, but for the most part they just die instantly. It's just great. What are you doing, green dude? What do you think you are doing? Man, I took a lot of damage there. But that's fine. Like, it really doesn't matter here because that's my reasoning. It doesn't matter because there's another health power-up and another armor power-up waiting for me here anyway. So who cares if I take some extra damage? Everything died, and it died pretty spectacularly. And that guy died as well. And I'm back at full health and armor again. So in the end, might as well have some fun with everything while you're at it. Because we ended up just fine. So this place is a bit of an odd one. There's several strategies in this place which you can use. And if you pick any of these power-ups up, it starts a battle, which is a little bit scary. So I'm actually going to go inside this room first, where you can hear some clear skeletons and a bull behind walls. And moving that lever makes them come towards you in a rather scary fashion, but everything dies when you apply fire to it, including skeletons. And doing so allows you to get to this lever, which makes all these things go up again. Not really sure what they were going for with this, but sure, whatever. And also, there is a bull behind that one. And pulling this lever allows you to go to the next area. So you can actually skip the battle, which ensues by picking up any of these items over here. Which might make life a little bit easier, to be honest, but I'll fight them off eventually. So this room's very different in the HD remake. In the HD remake, this is just a place with a whole bunch of little platforms that go in and out, and you just have to jump from platform to platform. And you'll be fine, really. Nothing really to worry about in that place. But more importantly, in this place, gravity stuff. And wow, I didn't actually die, which I'm always shocked by in this place because it's very easy to die in this place. But you need to land on this one, and from this one you need to land on top of that one. And hope that doesn't happen. I'm sadly still not very good at platforming, so there is of course always a good chance that I just die, and it's unfortunate really, but that's life for you. But eventually we'll get there. I don't even get to tell you how many times I died pulling that lever at the wrong timing, but that time I did it, and no one will ever know. No one will be the wiser about me dying like 15 times there before I actually got the timing right. It's just one of those things that's not really necessary. There's no secret area here. It's just a little nice extra. So if you pick one of these things up, as I said, starts a battle. What you can actually do is you go over here, open the door, Pick up the armor, go back inside. And the enemies will start spawning. And it's a little bit easier to do it this way, but it's also a little bit cheesy. There's actually a health bar of how many enemies there are in this place to give you an idea just how many clear skeletons we have to be dealing with. And I'm just going to grab the armor, the damage power up. I think after opening the door like that once, you can just keep opening it as well. Like for some reason the door just stays open like that. And you don't have anything to worry about. Man, I took damage there, but hopefully it should be okay. Hopefully things won't go too horribly wrong. That's kind of my strategy here. Like usually my strategy is to just sit in the other room and just shoot fire at the room because everything will just go towards the door. But this makes it just a little bit more interesting. This is actually, like, I find this a lot harder in the HD remake, to be perfectly honest, because the thing about the engine in the HD remake is that whenever an enemy... okay, let's take out these eyes first before we start talking, because I don't want to get chainsawed. How did he hit me? He has arms of forever. But the thing about the HD remake is when an enemy hits a pot or something, especially the clear skeletons, when they jump into one, they start bouncing all over the place, and it makes it very unpredictable where they're actually going to go. Whereas in this version, they don't really have that problem. Anyway, we opened this door like 5 hours ago, and we can go through that now. Another good reason not to do this, or at least to like open this door and then go in here and just shoot everything, is because you can keep the serious damage here alive that way by just standing in the door and just going meh. And it makes the next area a little bit easier. There's already 4 serious damage power-ups in this area, but being able to pick them up, or at least being able to carry one to the next area, it's always nice to have an extra one, so I would prefer to just do it the cheesy way, but it just depends on how you want to play the game. And this starts the war music. The music where someone shouts war really loudly and then starts shooting at you. I actually forgot what the band name was, but they've been playing the music for Serious Sam 1, and I'm not sure if they were in 2, but they were definitely in 3, so... And I'm pretty sure they played the trailer music of Serious Sam 3, so it's pretty easy to find which band it was that played the music for the Serious Sam games. I'm actually going to be saving a bunch here because the damage power-ups are pretty good and all, but it is possible to accidentally get overwhelmed by a whole bunch of clear skeletons, which hurt a lot, so... Just going to run around corners, pick up as much stuff as possible, burn everything. Eventually I'm going to go to the corridor to the other side because there are some damage power-up and there's some ammo over there which I want because I want to burn more stuff, and I'm out of Bernie. And I don't like being out of Bernie, even though like the shotgun's good enough really for this place, just because it deals so much damage right now with the extra damage power-ups. It's nice to be able to burn people because it's more likely that you'll hit them a little bit quicker that way, and it keeps them visible if they somehow manage to stay alive, and just makes life a little bit easier. I think for the most part we took care of the scary ones though, because the music's already stopped. So we have not much to worry about. Just a few more enemies, which I guess spawned from that side because they just kept coming. Wow, that went over there. I guess that, like the sniper rifle, this is a pretty good example. Like if you just shoot, every now and then, like without the scope, it just shoots wherever it feels like. It just doesn't always quite hit the target. And if you zoom in, it does. And it's a bit silly, really, but oh well. So we've taken care of everything. I'm going to grab this damage power up and I'm going to leave the level. So for the next level, we will actually have a little bit of a damage power up bonus, because the classic version is cool like that. And that was Ziggurat. It's not the longest level, but it's not the shortest level either. And we got all secrets, and we can go to the next one, which is like the Atrium of the Elephants or something. Elephant Atrium. I was close. So I hope you enjoyed it, and next time we play, we will be going through the Elephant Atrium. Bye-bye.